Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Deep Industries Limited Q3 FY23 conference call hosted by Go India Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Monali Jain from Go India Advisors. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you, Mike. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Deep Industries earnings call to discuss the Q3 and 9-month FY23 results. We have on the call Mr. Paras Savla, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Rohan Shah, Director of Finance and Group CFO. We must remind you that the discussion on today's call may include certain forward-looking statements and must be viewed in conjunction with the risk that company faces. May I now request Mr. Savla to take us through the company's business outlook and financial highlights, subsequent to which we will open the floor for Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Deep Industries earnings conference call. Our earnings presentation has been uploaded on the website and stock exchange, and I hope you would have a chance to review it. The year so far has been great for the company both in operational and financial performance. Our strong financial performance shows the scalability and strength of our business model. As you are all aware, we are the country's market leader in outsourced natural gas compression services. We have a strategic presence in gas compression, dehydration, workover, drilling rigs and integrated project management services. In terms of strategic updates, the acquisition of Dolphin Offshore Enterprises is now complete. It is a strategic acquisition for us and will help us expand our service offering from onshore to offshore oil and gas services. The integration procedure of the same has already been commenced with the appointment of key leaders and the board of directors. The operations are planned to begin in the upcoming 6 to 9 months with an estimated initial budget of around 35 crores. Indian government is focused on increasing gas usage in the energy basket from 6% to 15% by 2030. At the same time, the focus has been brought to revive the domestic production of gas, which was declined since 2012. All these efforts are yielding results, and gas production in India is slated to increase 18% CAGR till FY25. This is reflected in our strong order book, which currently stands at rupees 976 crore, up 76% year-on-year. With a thriving bidding pipeline, future demand looks promising, and our debt-free, well-funded status positions us for success. Among others, we got orders of rupees 135.19 crore for the gas compression services at Balol for the period of 3 years, and then a 43.13 crore additional service at ADB and Konaban. Furthermore, the solid bidding pipeline indicates that demand will continue to climb going forward. Being a well-funded company, all of these variables will greatly position us for success. Lastly, CARE Ratings has reaffirmed us with an A rating and improve our outlook from stable to positive, citing healthy growth in our order book as well as strong liquidity position. With this, I would like to hand over the call to Mr. Rohan Shah, our CFO and Director of Finance, to take you through Q3 numbers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I will now present a brief overview of our consolidated financial performance, after which we will open up the floor for question and answer. For fair comparison, we will be comparing the numbers on year-on-year basis. So we reported revenue from operations for the quarter of rupees 98 crore, growing by 30% on YOY basis. Revenue from operation for 9 months stood at rupees 238 crores. EBITDA for quarter is rupees 42 crores with EBITDA margin of 42%. EBITDA for 9 months stood at rupees 103 crore with EBITDA margin of 41%. Profit after tax for quarter came at rupees 25 crore with PAT margin of 25%, and profit after tax for 9 months stands at rupees 61 crore with PAT margin of 24%. We are now open for question and answers. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Participants who wish to ask a question press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We have the first question on the line of Kashvi Dedia from Centra Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity and congratulations on great set of numbers. As the acquisition process of Dolphin is completed, so have you started taking orders for offshore segment? And can you give a breakup of segments wise for 976 crores of order book?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, since acquisition process is complete, now we have started taking control over assets and other offices and other assets of Dolphin. We have also started evaluating the present tenders which are already there in market for offshore services, few of them which Dolphin can provide. So we have started evaluating them. I think operations in absolute sense will take another 6-9 months to actually start up and running. With regards to breakup of order book, so it is almost, I would say, 55% of total order book is of gas compression segment. 29% is rig segment. Almost 8% is integrated project management, and rest is gas dehydration.
Okay. And so how many rigs do we have in Dolphin in offshore segment, and what are your plans to bring it back to use?
No, Dolphin doesn't have any rigs. Dolphin was into offshore support services, and their services were never had offering of rigs, and we are also not in favor of having offshore rigs under Dolphin.
Okay. And so what were the margins in that offshore segment?
In past, Dolphin was operating on more than 35% EBITDA, and we are also sure that we can achieve those type of margins.
Okay. So currently your margin expectations are around 40 to 45%, and now after Dolphin coming in, what will be the sustainable numbers we can look at?
So Dolphin will contribute probably from FY24 onwards. And in FY24 also, we are not sure for how many months it can contribute. But overall, our margin outlook is in range of 40%.
Okay. And sir, can you give us a breakup of your revenue from different segments in this quarter?
Yeah, sure. For the quarter, out of quarterly revenue, 45% has came from gas compression division, 43% has came from rigs division, and rest is from GDU and integrated project management.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Darshil Pandya from Finterest Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. I have precisely 2 questions. The first one is about the order book. So what is the time frame for completion of this order book?
So this order book, see, in our business, order book is floating. So every now and then we add new orders to it, and the orders we execute, we remove it from it, because these all are long-term 3 years types of contract. So the current order book for execution time, we believe it is around 2.5 years.
Okay, 2.5 years. Okay, got it. And the second one is regarding the Dolphin acquisition, which you already done. Okay, so
Yeah.
as you said that it somewhere it clocked around 400 crore of revenue at its peak and around 30-35% at EBITDA level. Okay, so is this where you see the revenue for going forward, or even we can see a better revenue from Dolphin?
Yeah, we are quite hopeful to cross their past records, but it is too early to say on numbers. But yeah, the business is very promising and demand is excellent in market. And again, service providers are very less for this particular industry. So we are quite hopeful to make it success. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you so much, sir. I'll get back in the queue and ask some more questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Gautam Gosar from Perpetuity Ventures. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is, you recently won LOA from ONGC for the hiring of gas dehydration services. So the utilizations here have been on the lower side. So how do you see it improving going forward?
Yeah, so the current announcement of gas dehydration contract was an re-award of existing contract only. So with this particular award, utilization may not improve, but we have bidded further few contracts of gas dehydration, from which we believe this utilization of gas dehydration would improve.
Oh, okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Raj from Arhav Partners. Please go ahead.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Looking at the business going on, how do you think FY24 would be in terms of sales and everything?
Sorry, your voice is little shaky here.
Just hold on. Am I audible now?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so looking at the operations you are doing, looking at the order book you have, so looking at all those things, how do you think FY24 would be for you guys?
See, as I said, the existing order book is capable enough to book revenue for 2.5 years. And if we do simple math, we are quite hopeful that FY24 would be having decent amount of growth in comparison with FY23. Yeah.
All right. And regarding the EBITDA, EBIT and everything, will it be improved?
Yeah, margins. Margins will be able to maintain on similar lines.
All right, you'll be able to maintain on similar lines. Okay, and if I could just squeeze in one question. Just hold on. Yes. So how much do you earn from drilling one exploratory well?
See, for us, drilling services is a overall one service where we do not have any mechanism or any measurement for drilling from one well. So it is a daily rate which we got from our clients. So this drilling rigs works on day rate basis.
Okay, but still you would be having some approximate idea about the figure, no? Just an approximate figure.
I believe for us as a service provider, we are not bothered for one well because our rigs are always deployed one by one well. So frankly, we have not calculated that. I can bring out that working and share you one to one. Yeah.
All right, sure. And another thing I want to ask. So, looking at the cost side, what are other energy related costs for you?
Cost side, you mean OPEX?
OPEX, yes.
In OPEX, fuel is one of them, and manpower is one. and repair maintenance, so store spares is one of them. So these three heads are major costs for us. Other than that, all other normal operating expenses are there.
Normal. Understood. Okay, sir. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Ashwin Agarwal from Akash Ganga Investments. Please go ahead.
So first of all, congratulations for a good set of numbers. So I had just one question that like how has the performance of RAS been in this quarter? And one more question is that also if you could please mention that what would be the number of CNG boosters that you have sold in quarter 3?
Yeah, thank you. So CNG, with regards to CNG booster compressors, the business is picking up, but at a slow pace. So it is picking up with little slow speed than our expectation. So in quarter 3, number of units sold by us are 7 units of booster compressors.
Okay, 7 units. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question on the line of Shantanu from Locus Investment Group. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. My question was around the Dolphin acquisition. Could you please tell us what assets that we've bought, like how much land, where it's located, what the equipment we've owned is?
Sure. So, with regards to Dolphin acquisition, they have one office in Mumbai, Nariman Point, and they have 2 yards in New Mumbai, that is in Mahape. So, and 1 yard in south of India. So 3 yards and 1 office is the real estate which we have received. Other than that, they have certain equipments like diving support systems, and 1 or 2 tugs are there, and 1 asset is there in their subsidiary, 100% subsidiary, which is in Mauritius. So there they have 1 accommodation barge, which is also an very important asset.
Sorry, could you just repeat that? They've won in Mauritius?
There is 1 accommodation barge.
I see. Thank you. That's all from my end.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next one on the line of Sagar from Alchemy Ventures. Please go ahead.
Hi, Rohan bhai. You've mentioned 975 crores as the order book. What is the pipeline or what are the orders that we've already bid for? Can you throw some light there?
Yeah, so bidding pipeline currently is quite good, and in terms of value, to put it value for bids is little difficult because it's bidded price, but it would be around 900 crores or so.
Got it. And how much capex have we done till now in the financial year, and how much do we expect going forward?
So till this 9 months, we have done capex of around 84 crore.
Okay.
And another 20 odd crore would be done till March.
And what is the capex plan for next year?
See, in our business, capex is always on award of contract. So at present, the contracts which are awarded, the capex would be 105 in this financial year, and probably another 25 types in next financial year is what clearly planned based on the contracts awarded. In addition to that, it will all depend on award of new contract.
So this 105 that we, part of which is already done in the first 9 months, can you give us a breakup of that?
So in 9 months it is 84, not 105. 105 by March.
Plus 20. So
yeah,
total
by March, correct.
That's
So these all are in gas compression equipment. This entire capex we have done for buying gas compressor packages against the contracts awarded.
Got it. And the 900 crore bid pipeline that you mentioned, this is in which area?
So it's a mix of gas compression, gas dehydration, and rig. And one of them is also integrated project also. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Sudhir Bera from Right Time Consultancy. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Ronji. Sudhir Bera here.
Good afternoon, sir.
Congratulations on super set of numbers. And as you were consistently maintaining that whatever traction the gas industry itself is showing due to government's policy changes and price increase in the gas will show traction from Q3 and which is happening. So congrats to the entire team, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, my question is broad outlook if you can give for next 2-3 years. Sorry, actually I've joined late. But in our area, like all the area, like compressor and dehydration and rigs drilling as well. So broad idea how Indian economy, Indian gas sector is moving and how our company will get benefit out of it.
So overall, as of now, the demand in our sector is excellent. Gas demand is expected to grow almost 18-20% CAGR, and we believe that this position will continue for at least next 3 to 4 years. And considering that in our services, we are quite hopeful to grow on similar lines. The way
Ron, let me add. So
sure.
There is a lot of traction in the industry going on. All the segments, including the ones that we are already into, are doing quite good. And the reason for doing this good is because of the high crude oil prices as well as the huge demand of gas that is ongoing in the country. So all the producers are basically after to produce whatever oil or gas they could. So definitely when this kind of a demand is great, the beneficiaries would be the one who are providing this kind of services. As we had mentioned earlier, on the gas compression area, we hold more than 80% of the market share in India. So the services which are required to use gas but also use the gas to produce oil is also going to be the very integral part of this requirement. So when we try and put this into a perspective, it clearly transpires that a lot of business is already generated, and as we go forward, we see a lot of traction coming in. Also, for the fact that you would have seen, there have been a lot of DSF discovered small fields and marginal fields rounds that have happened in last year and a half. Other than the players like ONGC, Oil India, Vedanta, Reliance, but there are all many small companies that have also come up. So we have already, while we talk with them, while we interact with them, we have known that there is going to be a lot of demand from these sectors as well. So if I have to put it up I have to sum it up that how this demand would be, we are very ambitious, we are very excited how this market is going to get transformed. But putting that in numbers, I believe it would be remarkably great.
Great. Understood. So next 3 years, lines up are looking very, very exciting, right?
In 3 years, Sudhir, apart from the one that what we are doing business, we are witnessing a good amount of growth already in our current business. So when we have to see the business per se, not only Deep Industries, but when we try and see it in a totality, having RAS, having our Middle East operations and Dolphin. So when we have to put all these three together into a perspective, these numbers could be really challenging or it would be very, very attractive. So in 2 years, there would be a substantial change in the company's growth.
Solid. Super. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the perspective, and thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Shakti Agarwal, from an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Congratulations on the good set of numbers. There are just one or two questions I want to ask. What would our debt profile look like after acquisition of Dolphin, sir?
So, for acquisition of Dolphin, we haven't taken any debt. So, our debt profile would be same as before Dolphin acquisition.
Okay. And so I see that your trade receivables in September quarter was about 124 crores. So, going forward, are we improving on the receivables, or the receivables are going to be on the same lines?
No, we are improving on receivables. So, in March, we are expecting to improve on these numbers. So, it would be definitely lesser than the September numbers.
Okay. And does this 124 crores include that arbitration which is going on with ONGC?
No. So the arbitration amount we have not booked in revenue in past. So it will be booked in revenue as and when received.
Okay. Look, because in the last Concall you said you're going to receive in next 3-4 weeks. I was wondering if you've received that, or what is the status of the same?
No, it is not yet received. And it was 6 to 8 weeks, not 3-4 weeks.
Sorry, 6 to 8 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies. And sir, on the order book, like 976 crores, what is the timeline for execution of this, sir?
So these all are running contracts, and some of them are under mobilization. So overall, 2.5 years is the execution time for this order book.
Okay, 2.5 years for this order book. All right. Thank you. That's it from my side. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Anurag Runwal from Moneybee Investment. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes. Hi.
Congratulations on a great set of numbers. Just two questions. One is relating to our manufacturing business, that is relating to CNG booster compressors. So you mentioned we sold around 7 quantity of these boosters. I just wanted to understand what's the total capacity for this business, and at optimum capacity, what's the kind of revenue that we can do in this business, and when can you expect to reach that level?
Yeah, so the capacity which we have installed as of now is 250 units a year.
Okay.
And our expectation was to reach 100 units by FY24, but the demand which we were anticipating is little delayed because the companies who have been awarded GS are getting extension from government. And so their implementation of this is getting delayed, resulting into the delayed demand on our equipment.
Okay. And at peak capacity at around this 250 units, what's the kind of revenue you can do?
Around 100 crore.
Okay. And what's the kind of margins that you would get in this business?
We are witnessing around 18% types EBITDA.
Okay. Got it. Okay. And my second question, sir, is relating to the refund that we were sort of expecting from ONGC, the case that we had won against them. So when are you expecting to get that money back?
Yeah, it's an arbitration award, and we have received an award in our favor with an amount of 108 crore around, of which ONGC is supposed to pay us 75% because they have challenged this arbitration award in higher forum.
Okay.
So unless and until it is clear, the entire amount will not be received, but 75 is supposed to be received anytime now. So we to receive as early as possible.
So you're expecting in this financial year we would be receiving it?
Yeah, we are hopeful, but at the end of the day, it's a legal matter, and client is PSU, so frankly, you don't have much control on it.
Correct. And so
on
what
time
you're
like
so what you're saying is that although they have contested this arbitration award, they will have to pay 75% before going ahead.
Correct.
And this money that we will receive, that will be lying in an escrow account, or that will be free for us to use?
No, it would be free for us.
Okay. Okay. Great, sir. Congratulations once again. And
Thank you.
my best wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Poojan, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Congratulations for the numbers.
Thank you.
I have 2 questions.
Poojan, we are unable to hear you very well. Request you to kindly go off the speakerphone.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, you can.
Yes. I have two questions. One on the dolphin assets that you mentioned. What is the value of those dolphin assets in total? And the second question is, yesterday it was approved that the stocks will be split. I can understand the theoretical reason, but I was not able to understand that how is it going to make difference between 300 and 150 if at the current value the stock is being split. Thank you.
Right. So dolphins assets are, I would say we are in process of evaluating their value, but they are pretty good valued assets against which what we have paid for them. So their earning capacities are excellent. In one of assets, we believe its replacement value is quite high. So for putting into numbers, it would be difficult as of now, but yeah, it is quite far than what we have paid. With regards to the second question of splitting of shares, so the only intention to split shares into 2 is to give an opportunity to small investors to participate and to increase the shareholder base. That is the only intention.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Manan Shah from Moneybee Investment. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Hi, yes.
Yeah, hi. Congratulations for a great set of numbers.
Thank you.
I wanted to understand if any new contracts are expected to go into execution in the Q4.
Sorry, new contract?
Any new contracts which are expected to go into execution in the quarter 4?
Yeah, so the gas compression contracts which are under a mobilization phase, they'll be putting into revenue. One contract is expected to start revenuing this month itself.
Right.
And one of them has started in January.
Okay, understood. Secondly, my question was that India is building an entire gas pipeline network across the country. So, wanted to understand if that would entail any opportunity for us in the gas compression segment. And are we looking at this, or have we bid for this project or of any sort?
So largely the national grid is being managed by GAIL, and GAIL till now is using their own gas compressor equipments. In recent past, we had given some expression to GAIL, but as of now, any response is awaited against that. So we can very well provide gas compressor equipment for that pipeline.
So
Okay.
with the increase in hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So with the increase in the pipeline network, the main grid is always done by GAIL, but the internal pipelines would be done by the respective PSUs or all those companies who are predominantly into this business. So there is definitely an opportunity for us to provide services to such companies who have to tie their gas to the national grid. So in those areas, we have a larger scope to play by providing these services to them so that they can push that gas into the national grid. So there is a huge amount of opportunity lying in front of us for such requirements.
Understood. Okay. Then I wanted to understand now that with acquisition of Dolphin and the opening up of the offshore services for us, is 1,000 crores sort of a revenue? I mean, possible for us to achieve now with with providing wider gamut of services over the next 5, 7, 8 years?
So, if I have to look the acquisition of Dolphin and all the subsidiaries and the growth of Deep Industries going forward, I think it's quite possible.
Sure. Okay, thank you. I'll get back in the queue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Savla, there's slight disturbance returning from your line at this point of time. Thank you. We have the next question from the line of Sudhir Beda from Right Time Consultancy. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you again for giving the opportunity. Sir, just wanted to ask, what is the net cash balance as of 31st December after deducting the debt we have, if you can give the figure?
So, net cash would be in range of 55 to 60 CR.
Great. And sir, second question is, what is the percentage holding of Deep in Dolphin? Is it 100% sub or how it is?
So it would be 95% initially, and over a period of time, we'll have to reduce it to 75% in over a period of 3 years.
Okay. Right now it is a 95%, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Smith Mendonca from an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello to the management and congratulations on the good set of numbers. I have 2 questions in particular. First is that I see your order book is consistently rising. Do you see this trend rising going ahead? And the second one is regarding your other expenses line on the income statement. Year on year, it has decreased by 57%. So if you could shed some light.
Yeah, hi, thank you. So order book, yes, we are quite bullish on increasing this order book further, and we believe it should increase further going forward.
Okay, great.
Considering the bidding pipeline, we are quite bullish on it.
Okay.
With regards to the second question was, sorry.
Regarding the other expenses line item, it has decreased 57% year on year. So if you could shed some light.
Yeah, so expenses, we are constantly trying to improve on our costs, and that has resulted into saving of other expenses, which is part of our regular exercise of improving on expense side.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the next question on the line of Poojan, an individual investor. Please go ahead. This is the operator. Poojan, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Yes, again on the follow-up on the Dolphin. So the Dolphin structure, the new entity will be listed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, that's me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Shakti Agarwal, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Sorry again. Thank you for giving me an opportunity again. I just wanted to ask, Do we have the capacity to execute more than 1,000 crores of orders in next 2.5 years? Because in 2.5 years just translates into a 20% increase in the revenue numbers.
No, so yes, this order book is constantly increasing, and yes, we have definitely the capacity to execute more orders than this.
Okay. No, because if you calculate in 2.5, it just translates into about 20% growth in 2.5 years. So I'm just wondering.
Yeah. So it's a confirmed order in hand, and further this order book is increasing Q on Q. So it will definitely increase much more.
All right. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was the last question. I would now like to hand it over to the management for closing comments.
Thank you everyone for participating in earnings call of Deep Industries Limited. If you have any further questions or any follow-up, please route it through Go India Advisors, our IR consultants. So we'll be happy to answer all your queries. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Go India Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.